Tonight, how the Attorney General wants to license police officers.
And do you know this man? Police are searching for the suspect who smashed their car window.
Plus, what we're learning about 2 new COVID-19 deaths in Peoria County. This is 25 News at 10.
From WEEK, your home team. This is 25 News at 10.
Despite 2 new deaths in Peoria, the Tri-County area, as well as the state, continues to see a decline in the severity of COVID-19. Good Tuesday evening, everyone. I'm Tyler Lopez.
And I'm Marian Manko. Thanks for joining us tonight. But is that enough to move to phase 4? Or could protest cause a spike in cases and delay that transition? Kyle Beachy explains in tonight's top story.
Well, it's been just over 1 week since the Tri-County area, Peoria County on one side of the river and
Bloomington police are looking for the person who smashed the window of a squad car during an otherwise peaceful protest. Take a look. They've released this video from May 31st in the hopes that someone will recognize the man involved. Bloomington PD was blocking traffic and providing security for a protest near North Madison and West Washington streets when it happened. Here's a closer look at the man that they're looking for. Crime Stoppers is offering up to $1,000 if you can identify this man, and it leads to an arrest. City leaders in Bloomington say that they're listening to protesters demanding the end of systematic racism in law enforcement. During a virtual city council meeting tonight, all members spoke on possible changes that could be made, but Councilmember Jen Carrillo was the only one who called for a reduction in police funding, saying leaders need to consider if the Justice Department was, quote, built on bad principle and needs to be completely and radically reimagined.
And I like to think of myself as an abolitionist. And while that sounds really radical, I actually think it's very, very possible.
All city council members who spoke tonight called for some sort of change in policing. There's a group effort to take the outrage over a police custody death and channel it in the Twin Cities. This rally took place today in front of the Bloomington Center for the Performing Arts, the NAACP, Not Our Town, the McLean County Sheriff's Office, the Bloomington Police, and the Illinois University State Police all came together to support the Black Lives Matter movement. An estimated 100 people took part. Some of the people there told us that they had experienced racism in the Twin Cities.
Almost like they're rejecting what the world was and seeing a different world, and that gives me more hope than anything. And it's not even just these matters. They're open to the environment, to everything. Their energy is very positive for this movement.
The rally ended with 8 minutes and 46 seconds of silence. That's the length of time that a police officer could be seen on video with his knee on George Floyd's neck before he died May 25th. Peoria's Black Justice Project is calling for Peoria police to release evidence in recent officer-involved shootings. They're organizing a protest for tomorrow beginning at 5 p.m. outside the Peoria Police Station. The group wants PPD to release all complaints registered against any officer involved in any police-involved death over the past 3 years. Tonight marks the 4th anniversary of one of the deadliest shootings in U.S. history, where more than 49 people were shot.
Kaylin Pearson now shows us how those lives are being honored peacefully in McLean County.
On this day in 2016, 49 people were killed and 50 others injured when a man opened fire at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando.
Student athletes are in a unique position this summer to learn about race relations and mass demonstrations in real time.
Far more than they ever expected, too. Pablo Iglesias shows us now how they're being advised by the leaders who've come before them.
The stand against injustice has impacted sports globally, nationally, and now
enough is enough!
Locally. Chris Reynolds is used to leading and guiding student athletes as Bradley University's athletic director. But now,
with Phase 3 of Restore Illinois, restaurants have reopened their doors to outdoor dining for the first time in months.
So Luke is going out to eat. He takes us to Normal's Distill Restaurant and Brew Works for this week's You Gotta Eat.
We're finally allowed to physically go to restaurants. Let's try Distill. Now, of course, we're eating outside today. Executive Chef here, MJ Gibson, says it's a welcome change to kind of be back to normal.
It has been.
Distill is open 7 days a week. Luke says with every purchase of the banana cream pie, a portion of the proceeds goes to the Nelson Memorial Fund, providing financial assistance to local nonprofit charities.
It has been so fantastic every morning for about a week now.
It really has been, but you know, we do need some of the rain. I can tell you that my flowers are screaming for the rain right now.
Yeah, the gardens, of course, in Central Illinois and Central Illinois farmers, they desperately need it. But other than that, weather's been lovely, comfy. Let's take you outside. Okay.
Very nice.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Let's ask Lon what he thinks. They're both happy with it? Okay. All right. If you guys are happy with it, then that's good. Yeah, good. Thank you very much for working with me on that. I appreciate it.